Hey, my name is Latoya Lowe. I am 26 years old and I am here to tell you about my medical condition. It started about 6 to 8 months ago. I started getting random symptoms, numbness, blurry vision, dizziness, shooting pains through my leg, fatigue, and then I started getting sick. Like my immune system was shutting down. I had a stomach infection. I thought I had an ear infection and it wasn't, and then they thought it was a root canal and it wasn't, then they thought it was TMJ and it wasn't, and I started losing my hair. They did a lot of blood work and everything came out okay, so just the regular thyroid, anemic, whatever blood work that they had to do, and then I got really bad headaches. They then sent me to the neurologist who ordered MRIs, CAT scans, EKGs, and honestly, she didn't think there was anything, but she just wanted to be safe, and I couldn't afford it, so I didn't do it. I just told her that I already paid so much money doing blood work, and they all came back okay, and I'm just sick of paying, and then it comes back okay, and these weird symptoms just keep coming, and she thought maybe it was stress, even though I'm pretty happy at where I'm at in my life. I mean, we'll have our bad days, but I genuinely love my life. So I don't think it's stress. She ended up diagnosing it with occipital neuralgia, which is just a fancy word for migraines, because my pains were behind my eye holes, and they would go from right to left, from left to right. It was just, depending on the day, it would be really, really bad. So I'm like, all right, that's what it is, and if it's stressed, because sometimes they say you may feel happy, but internally your body is stressed because you're doing too much. And yeah, I do a lot, but I think I manage it pretty well. So 6 to 8 months goes by, and I just deal with the headaches, and they get better, and the numbness is, minimized or whatnot. But all of a sudden, I was in Iowa about a month ago, and just sitting there, and I went to move my hair, and I straight found a bald spot. I should show you guys. I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, I'm not going to re-record it, so if you can't see it, my bad. But it freaked me out, and I started to get tremors where I would go hand my uncle a pen, and I couldn't because my hands were like this. I would pick up a paper plate, and it would be just shaking, and I would almost drop it. Nothing on the paper plate. It was just, my body was shaking. I started sweating, drenched in sweat, and I didn't understand. Some days I would look pale. It was the weirdest thing ever. So, promised my family, because I tend to avoid symptoms and negative things. I just block it. But I promised them I would go to a doctor, because I figured it would just go away. Maybe it's just part of this thing. I don't know what I thought it was. But I came back and I told my coach about it, because she knows my diet. She knows the past of what I've ate and what I've done. And then she knows my workout routine, etc. So I asked her, hey, what do you think? I found a bald spot. By the way, when I came back, I found another bald spot. So within a couple weeks, I had 2 big bald spots. Sexy, huh? My coach thought it was a hormonal imbalance, and I was like, whatever that means. She said she knew of a doctor, and that he had worked with people with hormonal imbalances and women that have lost their hair and that had bald spots, and he's fixed them and their hair grew back. I was like, oh, okay, great. So she sent me to him, and before I went in, I had a phone consult with him, and he had me write down my symptoms from the past 6 to 8 months leading up to the day I went to go see him. There's over 20 symptoms. I don't even remember them. I had to ask my friends, 3 of my friends, to help me figure out what I had gone through, because usually when I go through something negative, you go through it, you're done, your day moves on. But we came up with over 20 symptoms. I go there, and I show him, and I talk to him. He asked me if I was on a birth control, and I was on Depo, which I guess is really bad for you, but I take it because I really, sorry guys, earmuffs, but I really don't want a period. I had an artery burst down in my lower abdomen, and I just hate the thought of a period. It just freaks me out. So that was, I mean, like when he asked me if I was getting my period, I said, no, that's kind of the point. I take Depo. And he said I need to get off Depo. And then he sent me in to do blood work, a pelvic exam, and another exam, transvaginal. That sounds gross, sorry. But come to find out, my coach was right, and not only do I have a hormonal imbalance, I don't have any hormones. And they've depleted, they're gone, whatever, which explains the past 6 to 8 months of what the past 5 doctors were trying to figure out, that my body was just slowly my hormones were going away or whatever I don't know how to explain it really, and then also my ovaries aren't functioning, so I'm also not producing any hormones. And then they found fibroids, which are, growths, and then they're benign. And if you don't know what benign is, because I didn't know what benign was at first, benign is that it's just non-cancerous. So now we have an answer. I don't have hormones, and I'm not producing hormones, and I have fibroids. And so what causes this? He said poor diet, stress, that could cause it. But with me, my diet has been pretty good for the past year and a half. I mean, I get my binge moments and I eat my in and out, but my coach puts me on a pretty good diet. She makes sure I eat my greens and my protein and my carbs. I'm not avoiding anything, and I'm not malnutrition, because she makes me eat 6 times a freaking day. And then I thought about it, and growing up, I would do few worse things to my body to try to lose weight. I would take diet pills. I would take laxatives. I would starve myself. I would throw up. I would work out for hours at a time, and I think it just led up to this, because I was just trying so hard to fit in and, I don't know, not be the fat girl for once. And my diet wasn't bad the past year and a half since I've changed my lifestyle, but it was for years and years growing up doing the dumbest things to lose weight. So with that being said, I had so many questions, because I don't know what it means to not have hormones, or that my ovaries aren't functioning, because I thought that was normal because I was on the Depo. And the fibroids, I mean, I knew they're just gross and they're non-cancerous or whatnot. But basically what that means, you guys, is that I'm going through menopause, I guess, but my body's already post-menopause. So if I were to go in, my blood work chart showed that if I were to go in with this other lady that is 60 years old and she's post-menopause, her hormone levels are way higher than mine, and mine are low to nothing. I basically, I just have menopause symptoms, and I'm in post-menopause for the levels of hormones. My symptoms now are blurry vision. My tremors aren't as bad. I still shake a little bit, and I have headaches about every day, fatigue, and I'm tired. I get dizzy. Some days are worse than others, but thank the good Lord, I have better days than bad. And I really do. I just take each day as it comes. Each day is a challenge. I thank God for my friends, for being there when I'm fatigued, and understanding when I have to flake, or I don't know, but I just have these symptoms. And since I'm 26 and the doctor's never had a case like mine, he can't guarantee that he can fix me, but he's almost 100% sure. So I don't know if I'll ever have a day without a headache, or if my hair will grow back, or if I'll have a day without having blurry vision. But at least I know that I can live with it, and that I live in LA and I can go get hair plugs or extensions. I mean, there's ways around it. But I think I have the best doctor to work with. He has worked with people with a hormonal imbalance. So I am on a hormonal treatment plan, and I have to fix 3 things: my fibroids, my no hormones, and then I got to get my ovaries back to working. So currently I have to take 3 pills a day, and then I have these creams, and then it'll lead, and I have to rotate where I put the creams, and then it'll lead to more pills. I think I counted 12 when I looked at the treatment plan that I'll have to take every day. He said it should take about 3 months, and hopefully we can restore what's going on back to 100%. But we won't know until that day comes. But that's what's going on, and I'm 26, going through menopause, but yet my body says I've already gone through menopause. So for some of you that have contacted me, I gave a few of you my personal numbers because it's easier to compare and contrast with by talking opposed to writing. I can also give you my doctor's information. He is awesome and has helped people have their hair grow back and get their body back to normal. And then if you have a bad diet too, my coach is awesome. She will make sure you're eating properly if you just need a good nutrition plan, and because you don't want to be where I'm at today, because it's not worth it, and it's easier just to live a healthy lifestyle. I will keep you guys updated, and I hope this helped you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.